Hi, Tonica. How's it going? Okay. I found out that my last stream had no audio because, you know, technology can't figure out how anything works. 1 second. It's like, if I don't have the window open, it's like strangely still in this room, but if I do have the window open, it's really cold. So I had to just turn the ground fan on because I don't have ceiling circulation. I just have a box fan that I kept on the floor. But yeah, it's whatever about the last video. It was an hour of Life is Strange 2, and then I got too anxious to continue playing it. Why did it go again? Did I disconnect for a second? Also, this should be working. I need to know why this isn't working. Is something muted on this? Elgato sound should be just Elgato. Is there sound now from the game? Okay, that makes no absolute sense. That was the device labeled microphone game capture. Is like Elgato sound labeled as like an input? Yeah, Elgato sound is labeled as a microphone. And there's no option to create a new one. Threshold is... I don't know enough about audio, which is sad because I did audio in high school. Threshold is... Could that help me with my microphone, like, reacting to everything? I don't know. I'd have to freaking take classes on that. Anyways, yeah, no, I was watching Linkus was doing an SMS rando, and it was really cool actually, because a lot of times with the randomizers, it's just like a loading zone thing, and it was a loading zone thing, but it took all of Mario's abilities away from him, which is like something I don't think of Mario having abilities. Yeah, it's that, and it's also an issue with the model, with the program. I mean, it's a free program. What can I expect from it? But anyways, with SMS, like Mario couldn't do things like dive or jump out of a dive, or double jump or triple jump until he found them in the randomizer, which was really funny. Especially like he ended up getting the triple jump before he got the double jump, so instead of it being like sequential like in Zelda randomizers, he just went from a single to a triple jump, and it was really good. But then he ended up having double jump on a Shadow Mario, which meant it was mandatory. Anyways. Okay. Anyways, back with Trails. We've got Kevin and the Imperial Picnicking Front here to, I don't know, do something. Where are we? What? What? We flew all the way to Crystal? Off screen, damn you. I was like, we flew all the way to Grancel in Liberl to fly to Elsaib to then drive back to Tharbad. Well, Slash, thank you for the 18-month sub with the Prime Gaming. Sorry, I still don't know how to make the sound work, but I saw the resub. Thank you. I appreciate it. So wait, why did we do...
Unbelievable. I finally get a chance to visit Liberl and Alzheim, and I can't even try any of the food? You could have at least let me buy a few souvenirs.
Well, unfortunately, we were running short on time. Now, if we had been traveling through Crossbell or Longport, it would have been a different story. But alas.
Personally, I'm glad we're making haste. It's to steer clear of trouble, you know? Can't say I ever imagined us entering the city like this, though.
Travel by car is the optimal method of transportation in the Republic, especially if we wish to remain undetected.
Also, enjoy your new sub-badge. You get the Haruka hoodie. Enjoy that.
A truth Dingo taught me, as a matter of fact.
Huh, that's so.
Oh? Were you familiar with them as well?
That I was. Used to work some under-the-table jobs with him, actually. He was the one who introduced me to Arkwright. We got along pretty well, I'd say, on account of us being the same age and all. Heck, we even shared a few drinks together. Heard about what happened to him last November, though. And some folks have spent the better part of the year dealing with what he left behind.
Unfortunately, yes.
Seeing as I was never directly involved in the situation, I'll refrain from speaking on it.
Well, anyway, what really matters is that everything turned out all right in the end. And that Lapis is finally back to normal. Oh, that reminds me, actually. You mentioned yesterday you got a new body or something?
Mm-hmm. I was considering going back to my old one at first, but... Well, after transferring over to Marduk, Jorg recommended I switch to a new body with all the latest tech.
Apparently, the Meister has connections with a few of Marduk's financial backers. Either way, as I've heard it told, this new body of hers was built to simulate her previous one, albeit with a slightly matured appearance.
Uh-huh. Which is why I feel right at home in this thing. But the best part of all is that I'll be able to get updates in the future.
She could get
I
body
can't really
patches.
do much with it until it's been properly optimized, of course. But I'll be able to eat my body weight in food in the meantime.
I think you said something about your palate sensors being more accurate now too, right? That things must taste like a real dream. Sure reminds me of someone else I know. Aren't you worried about what all that eating's gonna do to your friend's wallet, though?
Nope.
Well, I'm open to financial contributions, if you're so concerned.
Oh, wow. It almost looks like there's a bunch of smoke out there. And is it just me, or is everything swaying?
Yeah,
Dust storm?
that right there is a sandstorm. Heard
Sandstorm.
This region gets a whole bunch of them at the start of spring. And all that swaying, you see? That's called a heat haze. They're a pretty common sight in deserts, especially during the summer.
According to local weather reports, sandstorms have been occurring more frequently than usual this year. Fortunately, however, they've been confined to areas outside of the city and... Oh.
There it is!
Oh, so that's the famous six-star hotel, huh?
Indeed,
Six
it
star.
is. Situated within the city's entertainment district, as opposed to its cultural district. It seems we've finally arrived at our destination, Tharbad.
I can't wait to see what their food is like. I've heard it's simply delectable.
So those kids you mentioned should be there already, right?
Correct. And whether or not you find them suitable for the job, I leave to your discretion.
Back in Tharbad. That was weird. Both my screens went black for a second, but nothing stopped running. Whatever. Haven't been to Tharbad since game 1. Wow, the game crashed. That's a first. I don't even think it's running off of disk. It's not like it's even like maybe the data storage. No, I think the data storage is on console. Like it's running off of a disk. Like there's purely no reason. Should be an autosave, right? Did I seriously not say? No, that's the end of the route save. So I just have to skip. Yeah. Let's get this. And then I should be in the city, but let's just see if I can skip one scene. Okay. Let's run that again.
That Etwas must be them.
Oh my gosh, it's LP! Hey! Over here! Swin! Nadia!
So, those pigtails and the pretty boy you were talking about, huh? Heard they were just little kids back during the Retributive Tower incident.
Well, they certainly aren't anymore. Anyway, let's park our car first, shall we?
Nadia! Swin! I can't believe this! You look amazing, LP! Your other body was great too, of course. But this is something else! You look all grown up! Hold your horses, Nadia! I can't breathe!
Can
Do you
blame
need to
her?
breathe?
You were a shard body for ages. You look great, Lapis. We'll need to make sure to thank Jorg when we see him next.
Thank you. Gosh, Nadia, enough already! What? Oh, I see. Grown-ups don't do hugs, huh? Come on, don't do this to me, LP. If I don't get affection, I'll die!
Do you even hear yourself right now?
I'm pleased to see you're both in good health. I'll assume your homecoming was a good one then?
It was, yeah. Actually got a chance to work through some stuff while we were there, too.
And I'm glad we did. We also got to tell everyone about what happened to my brother. By the way, boss, did you pick out these clothes? Don't tell me this is what you're into.
As is expected of an attendant, I simply chose garments that seemed to best suit my master. And I'll refrain from rising to the bait, thank you.
Rufus and I picked this one out together. It's lovely, don't you think?
Can't say I disagree. By the way, he the guy you mentioned?
Kevin Graham. Just your regular old traveling
Nobody
tourist.
believes that, Kevin.
I've heard a lot about you two. Not just from Rufus, but from Arkwright and Wazzy too. And basically everyone in Crossbell.
Guess we really get around, don't we?
We've heard about you, too. Like how you're the onion from Gehenna.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, I am not an onion.
Have they been talking to Dorothy?
I'm Swin Abel, and she's Nadia Rain. Glad to hear you know Van already. Makes things easier for us.
So, I know you probably want to get right down to business, but personally, I think we should have a little fun first. Fun?
You see, I had the two of them make a reservation for us ahead of time. It's been quite a while since we've been together in one place, after all. So I thought, why not take some time to enjoy ourselves at the Aljamera?
Here I go, LP! Hiya! Not there, Nadia! Ah!
Don't worry, I got this, Lapis.
Hey, Ass! No need to be a jerk!
Don't want to hear that from you.
Rufus! Kevin! Aren't you going to join us? You should. Still need to give Boss the old what for, after all. Then, I think I'll inflict some divine punishment on this no-good onion priest for ignoring that childhood friend of his.
When the heck did I become the... Wait, you know about her?
Anyway, can you two please help me babysit?
How rude! I am an adult, I'll have you know. Talk smack all you want, but I know you can't take your eyes off me right now.
Huh? Well, of course I can't.
Huh? Oh, Nadia, your face looks like a tomato.
I must say, it's rather refreshing to see Nadia so flustered for once.
I am not flustered. I mean, it's simply a fact of life that we're a super lovey-dovey
A
couple.
fact of life.
For what it's worth, I wasn't trying to fluster her. Though I won't deny that we are a lovey-dovey couple.
Yes, you really have to stop doing that.
All right. Guess there's no harm in joining in. Let's split into teams, and whoever loses has to treat the winners to ice cream.
Boo. I deserve to be treated to ice cream, regardless of whether I win or lose.
What? Why?
Gosh, such a princess.
We should probably teach her about the concept of humility someday, huh?
Yes. Someday.
Since when were you such a softie?
The entirety of her processing power. Wait, I'm trying to remember. Aggie? Oh, Anya's. I'm trying to remember friggin' Nadia's nicknames. It's pretty jamming. When did she meet Gaius? What? Gaius? Oh. Maybe at some point in Reverie? That's the only time I can think that Gaius would have been around. Because the last time Gaius was in a game was Reverie. And I don't think she's been to the church. Though they did travel for a bit after Reverie and before Daybreak 2 had her separate from her body.
That being said, though, Swin, Nadia, think you'd mind heading off to do your own thing for a bit?
Huh?
What do you...
I'll pay for all your expenses, of course. Feel free to do some sightseeing. Enjoy the local cuisine. Whatever you want. I mean, don't you dream of living that lazy life? You could just chill and...
Now hold on.
What are you trying to say? You want to cut us loose or something?
Boss? What's this all about?
So you two knew about this, did you?
I promise we're not trying to exclude you guys or anything. It's just that, well, I felt bad about forcing you to come along.
We know full well the path you two have walked. We simply wish to be more respectful of your feelings going forward. All that to say, this is your choice to make. Well, actually, it's Father Kevin's, but I digress.
Wait.
Is this about our oath?
Yeah. You guys swore to never kill again, right?
We're no longer anyone's tools, and we'll never force anyone to be ours.
You're the last person we're ever going to kill.
Farewell.
Well, let's just say this mission isn't gonna be casualty-free. And if you're not feeling up to it, I don't intend on pushing you to take part. You understand what I'm getting at, right?
I know just how important that oath is to you, too. Which is why I'd prefer to not drag you into this.
As for why I'm joining, I'm already a rotten bastard. And Lapis, well, she was always different from us anyhow. I imagine shouldering such a burden will be of little consequence to her.
How could you possibly know that? You know, we did a little research into your background recently, Mr. Thousand-Hand Guardian. Or should I call you the Heretic Hunter?
The Church's Punisher. The man who rivals even Iscariot. While we were still with the Gardens, the Overseers warned us to be more wary of you than even the Society's own enforcers.
Well, I certainly don't feel like I could beat him. But I guess I can see why they'd view me as a threat. Actually, want to hear a funny story? See, during last year's whole Horacion debacle, I was on standby, in case things went sour, you know? If Almano or the Gardens got a little too close to fulfilling their plan, I was instructed to take him out with one very particular artifact.
I'm sorry. You're not considering the Tower of Pandemonium to be too close? They literally summoned demons into the capital. And you are still on standby for that. Like, what is your criteria on too close?
The same one you used to eliminate that Anguis.
Okay, Kevin's just had the friggin' salt pail on standby for what, 4 years?
Consider yourselves lucky that you left the Gardens. Knew a few folks that had been abducted and brainwashed by them, so I imagine you guys weren't there of your own free will or anything. But nevertheless, if we'd bumped into each other back then, you two would have been hunted down, no mercy.
That's some confidence you got there.
We wouldn't have gone down easily. Not then, and not now.
Kevin, there's no need to be so rude to them.
At any rate, we won't be starting this request of his until tomorrow, which means you'll have the rest of the evening to think things over. And considering this establishment is only open until 7 p.m., I believe it would behoove us to move on to our lodgings for the night.
Right. Guess this really isn't the best place to hash things out anyway.
Doubt we'll have an answer for you anytime soon, though. Wait. We're staying here, aren't we? At the Al Jumeirah?
While I certainly wish that were the case, I'm afraid I don't have that kind of money at the moment. You see, after paying for both the pool and dinner, I have naught but 10,000 mira to my name.
He had all his hidden assets seized by the CID recently. The secret bank account he made while he was still in the Empire, his stocks, credit, ingots, all gone.
Damn, they really stripped you bare, huh? Well, you have my sympathies. Maybe you can ask your little brother if he's got cash to spare.
I'd like to believe I'm not that shameless. That aside, I am dead. It wouldn't do to rise from the grave asking for money. In any event, I'm no longer a target of high priority to the CID.
Just send a friggin' phone call to Eustace. Hey, I need some spending money. I don't even know if Eustace knows that Rufus is alive. I think the only people who would know he's alive would be... Oh God, I can't remember how that last scene went. If he was teleported out in front of them or not. Because I know Olivier knows. Well, Olivert knows. And then it would have been... Who would it have been? Reen... Was it Reen or was it Lloyd? I think it was Lloyd. Lloyd... Nadia and Swin, I think, went inside the tower. I can't remember the specifics of that cutscene. It's been years since I watched it. But I think there's a very real chance that Eustace does not know that Rufus is alive.
Which means you just got a whole lot easier to hire.
Wait a sec. Then what was with that sports car you were driving? That thing's gotta cost at least $1 million.
That was a rental from Elsheim. In fact, I've already returned it to the dealer.
Something else to wrap my head around. So where are we staying then?
In the cultural district. The inn we booked is supposed to have some really tasty food, too. How could you?
Damn. The ultimate betrayal. Hey, Bison. Truly, she is suffering. She is pain. You see what happened earlier? I don't know how long you've been here, Bison. I got a freaking console crash. Or game crash on console. During the opening
Shakshuka,
cutscene.
Lapis. A traditional
Like while they were
Central
driving.
Eastern breakfast that uses
Oh,
both
wait.
spices and chili pepper.
When was it? It was during, like, when the camera just got to Tharbad. So, like, after they had finished talking on the highway scene. And I'm just like, it's on disc, on console. Like, there shouldn't be anything that could go wrong with it.
Figured it might be a little too heavy to start the day with, but I think some spice was actually exactly
Anyways,
what
how
I
you doing?
needed.
Always good to try some of the local cuisine, you know? Also, I gotta ask, Lapis, how the heck are you keeping your dress so clean? I mean, you eat like a trash compactor.
Huh?
With her superb etiquette skills, of course. Another product of her superior
Aircrash at startup on PC game seems less stable than almost all the other games. Don't know. I mean, it could be. I'm not an expert, but it could be that like this is kind of the limit of what this engine can do. This engine has been running for like 3-ish games, or it could just be the PC port. I don't know. We'll have to see if they what they do for the next game. I could be wrong. I don't know.
processing power. You see, in order to maintain the grace befitting a Rosenberg doll, she utilizes her singularity to...
What?
Please pay attention to me!
Forget Rufus with his processing power speeches is just hilarious to me. Just like she uses the singularity to run physics computations to never spill her food ever. It doesn't have much more in terms of settings or anything. Okay. Hers would never waste food. We were able to afford the night there if I'd rented a lesser car. Hmm. I love they always have to make rumors of 4 SPGs. I didn't ask. Rufus is really ask for forgiveness instead of permission. Turn leaves after a while so you don't leave people hanging. What? Lapis lost her axe? Didn't she fight in the prologue? She doesn't want to fight now? Okay. So she's just being Kia. Okay.
Yeah, baby.
She has to hit each in your body. A mere child that had the power of a goddess. Even if she couldn't fully harness it. Although I guess she wasn't doing orders as in her current form back then. But they just didn't have orders. Well, Lapis doesn't have the singularity. Or doesn't have Elysium. So there. She did have an axe. And still does. Or she should still have it. Let's see. Oh, what? Yeah, what does Rufus got? We haven't seen him in a while. Level 18. Wasn't I like level 23 or something when I finished Van's route? I should be able to check that, right? Yeah, freaking. Well, they're level 24. They're also level 24. Why couldn't you Why couldn't you level match me, guys? Let's see. Okay, so this is new. Really, only one? Extreme stud. Crazy. Well, they could have just made it level 24.
I'm finer tuned now. I'm finer tuned now.
Nice! I'm flying high. Still a long haul to go.
Still not strong enough. All the better to protect with.
Does that raise my charm stat too?
Looking is always free, you know. Come again.
Okay,
So sleepy. My apologies for contacting you so suddenly. Kevin, Rufus, Lapis. It's good to see you again. Though I suppose we last spoke the day before yesterday. I'm glad to see you two as well. Swin, Nadia. It's been some time.
camel. Okay, let's get going.
Look, they've got a huge slab of meat just hanging there. I wonder how it tastes.
Who could have ever guessed you'd be scouting out your next meal?
Yep, it's good to have the old LP back.
Reminds me of a certain someone.
Hey. Hey, everyone's here.
Gotta say though, doing this sort of thing for interviews still throws me off a little.
I agree. Even compared to appearing in films, it's a different sort of nerve-wracking.
Don't worry. The material you gave me should make for a great article. I'll put it all together once I get back to Edith. Huh? Wait a second. Nadia? Swin? Oh, wow. It's been forever, you two. I didn't know you were in Tharbad.
Hasn't it only been like 4 months since the last game?
Oh, we didn't do much. You all had that performance well in hand. But before we continue, these
I
three
guess that's a while, but like I wouldn't really categorize that as forever. Unless you're just using it for like colloquially.
Huh? You're...
His little sister. Sure. As priestly as they come. Rufus just like, if we can fish up a meal, that saves us money. Said the priest that no one ever clocks as a priest. Yeah, I mean, he's got the grail, but that's like on the smallest part of his outfit. I cannot remember if that's like standard priest uniform, because every priest seems to wear something different.
How can I help you? Please come again.
Damn, let's give this a lot of fish.
Let's see.
Ooh, here it comes. That's the way it goes.
That's bad. What's the new fish? Noble carp, quicksilver carp.
So sleepy.
Ooh, here it comes.
Nice.
Looks good to me.
Okay, second try. The games, which one do you think have the best fishing mechanic? Of the 2 games? Oh, you mean all the games that have fishing? Hmm.
So sleepy.
CS3 and 4 weren't those similar to this? Or was that Tug of War?
Let's move.
I know CS1 and 2 were Tug of War. Yeah. And then, I mean, bottom of the list is definitely Sky 1.
All right.
Or Sky FC. And it wasn't... I mean, I do like the Tug of War once you know how it is. Yeah. 3 and 4 were tension based. Well, 1 and 2 hurt if you weren't careful about it.
All right.
What I would do is I can't really show it,
Alright, leave it to me.
but I would just do like 2 fingers. So if it was like on X, I would do like X and square and do kind of a move rocking the controller motion. You can get really good speed out of that, rather than like the alternative of tightening your hands up and like going like this. Like I can't really
So, what's next on the agenda?
display
I'll
it
take that.
without a camera.
Come out wherever you are.
But I guess my favorite probably would have been like 3 and 4's system, because one can get really tiring, and I didn't really understand it at first.
That's the way it goes.
And Daybreak is just kind of annoying when you. It's like Daybreak is annoying to me because it like gets you when you think that, especially when you're in like a long session, you get to a point where you like start getting too cocky, and then it almost like penalizes you for that. Yeah, some of the timing is really tight, and also Turbo. There's like this weird. I've tested this out. There's like this weird, like frame check, where the game, like, doesn't. It will not like have the fish appear if you're pressing buttons. Like the game doesn't want you to be pressing buttons before the fish exclamation point appears. Like I've done it with like Turbo on, and it just like will not show up until you stop pressing a button, which is a really weird thing. Yeah, exactly. Which is crazy because I'm like, they didn't have Turbo on the PSP.
Okay, let's go for another.
Let's see. I don't need a basketball mini game. I do need fished out here though.
I'd rather do the eating than the catching, but fine. Yeah.
But I mean, Zero and Azure do have the gluttonous pass. The gluttonous pass. So, you know.
Dinner. Yeah. Got something. Yay! A big fishy.
Nice. Okay, that should be all the fish I need. Oh yeah, 13 fish, okay. The portal's over there.
How about a shard search?
I sense something. Better do a shard search. Are just rewards.
How about a shard search?
Let's see. Hello, guild. Hey, somebody recognized him as a priest. How does she know that? Oh, okay, Elaine. The guild's mining our personal data. Yeah. True, true. That paper is glowing.
We'll sort this forest PG out in no time.
Let's see.
What's on the menu?
They really like S names in Tharbad. Let's see. Shopping time.
Come and see. Why, hello. Thank you. Why, hello.
It's a good thing that even though they don't give us level They do give us money,
Thank you.
even though a whole part of this is that Rufus doesn't have money.
Get your spices here.
We have
Keep your eye
access
on
to the
anything in
money
particular.
that the other groups had.
Thank you very much.
Don't be shy. Hey there. What would you like? Come again.
Let's see. Shared money. I mean, honestly, it would make more sense to have an account. It seems we're all working for Marduk.
So sleepy.
It would make more sense to have an account than it did make sense in Reverie. For it to be just like, yeah, without knowing what they're doing, they all, whenever you need to transfer anything, you just go into the Reverie corridor, ask for somebody's shoes, and then leave and not question why you have these shoes. You know, a totally normal series of events in Reverie. She's underground.
For SPG time.
Got a moment?
It's weird when I can't see the sun.
Welcome to my study. Of course. Allow. There. Thank you for waiting.
Not bad. I just remember I have how many Panaceas? 59. It only takes 6. I could get everyone up to level 24, but then there'd be no point. I'm playing on normal. It's totally not necessary. I pretty much never use these stat items. Like, I remember in Daybreak 2, I sold most of them because of how much you had to buy early game. And like, with even doing the garden, like, as you progress in the game, like, there's so many of these things, like, I don't need an extra, 100 health on every character. Let's see. Really, Kevin doesn't have Kevin's sub-weapon. Interesting. And Nadia's freaking 16. Why does Kevin have to be a double space? Whatever. Let's see. Space Earth. Fire Mirage. Time Earth. And Time Wind.
You may leave this to me. Looking to adjust your orbit? Select a type. Your quartz has been...
I'll work my magic. Which type are you? All set.
Of course. Please select a type. These are my recommendations.
You may know what type. Is this to your liking?
Still a long haul to go.
I'm finer tuned now.
It's almost 9. I'll probably do like some quests, but I don't think I'm gonna
Shy? Stop on by.
advance the story really.
How about a shard search?
I wanted to do some cooking before I went to sleep anyways. I'm going to sleep a bit later
Come out wherever you are.
than I used to.
Welcome to Marjan Hamam. Are you entering?
How very novel.
I think I might be liquefying.
I'm glad you
I
seem
feel
to
like a
enjoy
blanched
yourself.
vegetable.
How about a shard search?
Let's see. One down there.
Central Eastern culture.
Let's do a search.
And then I already got that one over there. Okay. That should be it. That's basketball.
Don't be shy.
Get your
Stop on
spices
by.
here.
Is this a sandstorm?
Okay. See you, Bison.
Take a look at our web. What'll it be? Thank you.
Let me ask you this.
Let's do a search.
Come out wherever you are.
What's my morality right now? Mostly chaos. I guess law? This is a log ray. Okay. So as long as I don't choose chaos, it'll be fine.
What'll it be? Thank you.
Wow, that's one huge casino. Just imagine if the boss scored it big.
I'm certainly not going to win any jackpots if I can't even afford to buy in.
Just putting it into the universe.
I can exchange your tokens for prizes.
Okay, this is even sillier that I have Van's tokens.
Thank you very much.
Now then, if I'm not mistaken, we're gonna be meeting up with the informants this way.
Allow me to assist. I hope to see you again.
Oh, great. Nice.
Cheated? Nah. Your luck just ran out, kid. Guess the goddess doesn't smile upon lowlifes who hide cards up their sleeves.
Seriously? You thought a party trick like that would get you a win against Jack? A loss is a loss. So I think it's time you took it on the chin.
The fall over.
Just hope you've learned your lesson, young lady. Gambling's not something to be taken lightly, but if playing with fire's your kind of fun, a fine man like myself could. Ugh!
Anyway, you take care of yourself now, you hear?
Wait a sec. No good priest? The hell are you doing all the way out here? And in a casino, no less.
Long time no see, Kevin. That's, quite the group you got with you.
It's only cheating if you get caught.
what's next on the agenda? Thank you.
My gratitude.
A few months ago, when I became Altera, I encountered the feelings and sins of Swin, Nadia, and so many others. And ever since then, I sometimes have this feeling of uncertainty. Not knowing what that uncertainty is only makes me feel worse. I am me. But is that really enough? On my own? Yeah, you're right. I get that feeling too, you know? You're actually a nice guy, Kevin.
Is that really enough, huh? Can't say I don't know what that feels like.
So, what's next on the agenda? if you get me another ice cream. And one for LP, too. If you do, then I suppose I can forgive you. Just this once. For S.
You don't have to swindle the guy. Did you enjoy the ice cream that much?
Hey, if that's what works for her, that's what works for me. Come on, let's go buy them together.
Come on.
Shall we search?
Come out wherever you are. Come out wherever you are.
Got a minute?
Not this way.
Let's do a search.
Come out wherever you... Oh, they're showing Orbital movies here. I couldn't see them last time since I was stuck as a hollow.
Looks like they just opened it. I bet some of those flicks look good.
We might as well stop in. It could...
How can I help you? Please come
Good
again.
way to take a
How can I help you? Please come again.
outdoor.
That's the way it goes. So,
Maybe I'll give these
Hey
horrible
there.
films a
Good to have you. Until next time.
Now then.
go yet? Hmm. What's on the menu? Can we go yet?
Now then.
Can we go yet?
So,
Help doll.
So sleepy.
Now then.
So sleepy.
Help doll.
Now then.
so, yeah, baby.
Then.
I think I'm just gonna call it there for tonight. Short stream, but I'm just getting really tired. I don't want to fall asleep on stream. Who's alive? Anyone? Yeah, I don't really see anyone. Alright. Night.